George, what sort of game are you expecting? Obviously, the last two have been late goals for Town. The Sam Morsey late goal to get a point early in the season. Obviously, the Sarmiento late winner last year in the Championship. What sort of game are we expecting? And obviously, Town, some people are saying this is a must-win in terms of getting points on the board. Obviously, for Southampton as well, nothing to lose, but an opportunity for them to get a result as well.
Yeah, I think no one's going to be leaving earlier. No one's going to want to try and leave to avoid the traffic because we almost expect a late goal to go in. I think Southampton, as I sort of said at the top there, this is probably a game for them. If they are going to beat that Derby record, they need to almost win this game because not only has Ivan Juric not won a Premier League game yet, and sort of pressure from fans will grow if that continues to happen, especially if he is to be the man next season. That is the messaging we've been getting the last few weeks. If Southampton are relegated, he will still be here. They have to look at this game as one where they can win. Ipswich are just above them, although they've got 10 points more, which is saying something considering it's the 20th side and the 19th side. I think Ipswich are a side who we saw earlier this season, although that was under a different manager and a different set of players will probably play this game. Southampton can beat Ipswich. They fell asleep at the end, and it was the Sam Morsey goal that sort of prevented them from getting what would have been their first win at that stage. And they will probably look towards that and think in the back of their minds that, okay, although we've been worse since then, we can probably get something out of this game. But on the other side, Ipswich will look at what Southampton are doing this season. And as you said, this is one where if you're going to stay up, you have to beat Southampton. And it's probably it's everybody's easiest game until the end of the season now, right? And it's the one that fans expect you to win, even though they're a relegation rival. Although I think rival's probably too strong of a word in this case. Both sides need to win. And I think that could create quite an interesting game, similar to the ones we saw last season where they were both going for promotion. They're both battling for something, although I think Southampton are quite a bit out of this battle.
What do you reckon then? You backing a Saints win out of nowhere? Or
no, I don't think so. I think if I was a betting man, which I'm not, because I'm not great at bets, so probably don't listen to my prediction, I would say Ipswich to win 3-1, not because I don't think Southampton can win, purely because that is the most common scoreline for Southampton this season. And as I sort of touched on, they can score goals, but they are not good enough at keeping them out. And we've seen as well that Ipswich know how to score against Southampton. But if I was to think a bit more, I think watch the side, and when you try and think of it, maybe the emotions come into it a little bit more. I think this is one where they probably could win it. I think Ivan Juric is more confident than any other game. They were quite good against Newcastle. I know they lost that one 3-1, but it was a really good performance from Southampton. They were just beaten by a very good Newcastle side. And you look at the way they played the second half against Nottingham Forest, the first 75 minutes against Man United, that there's signs there that a win is coming and they have to make it now. So if it's not now, then I don't know when it's going to be. So therefore it has to be now, and it will be now, I think, maybe.